Hi, I'd like to welcome Jennifer here at St. Louis County. This is the first in of two videos with Jennifer for the Center for Advanced Studies in Child Welfare. And Jennifer is going to talk to us today about her involvement with the Indian Child Welfare Unit.
Yeah. So my name is Jennifer Beckman-LaFave. I've worked here at St. Louis County in the ICWA unit for 4 years now. I work primarily with Native American families looking to reunite with their children with their parents. Sometimes we do get some like non-ICWA cases just because maybe they don't meet the blood quantum requirements for enrollment for the tribe they're affiliated with, but mostly we work with just ICWA cases, and that's for ongoing case management services. So not initial intervention unit where cases first get brought in for neglect, maltreatment, those type of things.
Thank you. So the first question is, why did you become committed to Indian child welfare work?
Well, I actually kind of stumbled upon it. I've always wanted to be a social worker, but I didn't really want to be in child welfare until I took a course at UMD, and it was very involved, and it went through ICWA a lot, and it became at the heart of why I'm doing it. The Native American population has been severely decimated, genocide by the government, and because of those effects, to this day are affecting Native American children being removed from their family at such alarming rates compared to other states, in Minnesota at least. And just being a person to speak up for the families that I work with is absolutely everything about it. I mean, that's exactly why I do it, because a lot of the time, like middle class white people come into these positions in the county and they make decisions for families they don't understand and about culture they don't understand, and you can see it in the way that they work with Native Americans, and it needs to stop. So that's part of the solution. I'm part of the solution and trying to stop that, as is Bobby, who's been a big person part of that solution.
Yes, thank you. What led to your involvement in working to improve child welfare systems for Native families?
Well, when I first started, it was a completely different unit than it is now. I'm like the last person left out of the unit, so there was like a whole different team, and there was a very conflicted feeling about that Native American families weren't really being treated right in the way that the cases were coming in, the way that they were viewed, the way that they were treated. So there was a big push from people within the agency, identified people like Bobby, and who care a lot about American Indian families, who value American Indian culture, because really when it comes down to it, the problems are that there are a lot of people here, and I'm just speaking the truth, that don't value American Indian culture. And that shows, and it shows in the work and how they help families, how they work with them. And there was that kind of big push that ICWA be followed, because it's a law, right? It's a federal law. So to follow ICWA correctly to reunite children with their families.
Thank you. What do you think are the most important things that child protection systems should know about working with Native families?
I think that if you don't know the culture, then don't make assumptions and suspend your judgments about what you think is right. So if you think that a larger family shouldn't live in a smaller housing, you need to suspend that, because that's pretty common in Native culture. Not always, but so you need to suspend what you think is right, like what your experiences and what your privilege. So that would be a big, huge thing. You got to learn different ways of thinking outside the box. You have to be creative, and you have to really embrace the like family structure that Native people often like, you know, fixing stuff within the family structure. So
Yeah. Thank you. Final question for this piece. What do you think are the most important things that child protection social workers should know about working with Native families?
I would say it's similar to what I just said, to, you know, like learn about the culture. Also, I would say learn the history.
Yes.
Yeah, because that's like really important. And, you know, you can't tell people what their own journey is, but like they should probably value American Indian culture if they're going to be working with American Indian people.
Yes.
So that's huge.
All right. Thank you so much, and thanks for sharing your insight, your experience, and your expertise. We really appreciate that.